I've been in the business, the mining business, for 30 years. My focus in the business has been permitting, environmental social impact assessments, government relations, community relations, and significant First Nation relation back in Canada. Along with, as with the small companies, being a developer and growing into being a mining company. To make money, we have to raise money along the way. So we've done quite a bit of that over the years, and of course, attending to the regulatory compliance. Right. I think the key takeaway is to understand that mining project development is a long-term commitment. As people at the conference said, as many as 20 years are required between getting a property, exploring it, and moving it up finally into production. So it's a long-term commitment. You need perseverance, and as long as you understand that going into the process, you won't be disappointed perhaps by how long the process takes. Equally important, I think, is engaging with the local communities, and I think that's very important to do that from the start. The good things that come out of that is you're able to build trust amongst the local population as to who you are and what your plans are and how you're going to go about getting things done. And it also helps build a team spirit, which I think is very, very important. I think the potential for mining in Africa is unlimited. I think the continent as a whole is underexplored, and there are many more mines to be discovered and developed. Challenges would include financing. It's sometimes difficult to finance African projects, and of course infrastructure and logistics. But with that said, I think as in the case of Global Atomic, we went in there looking for a uranium deposit, and we come back with the biggest, best one going, really. I think the innovation and technology as it develops will make mining projects more efficient and less impactful on the environment. I think that's happening certainly over my 30 years. There have been great strides, great progress in those areas. I also think that the health, safety of the workers and the area population is another benefit there from the innovation and technology. You're seeing now increasingly underground mining operations that are done from above ground, where people are working on it. Instead of being underground, they're looking at a computer screen and running the machine from up top. So that's better for them, and it's better for the company as well. It's more efficient and it's safer for everyone. I think the best practice there involves a full engagement at the earliest stages of a project, and by that we mean, of course, with the government and the government ministries, but probably more importantly with the local communities. So again, we mentioned it before, but I mention it again here because I think it really is very crucial that everyone who may be everyone who is most likely to be impacted by a project going forward should be the most consulted. They should be the most involved so that they know what's happening, and they can look forward to how they might work for the project, whether it's for themselves or their children, what training programs might be available, to work directly at the mine, but also what businesses might be able to be grown, started to supply the mine, and whether that's food or PPE, personal protection equipment, transportation. I mean, there are many things that are needed for a project, and I think it's very important to engage locally so that people have an idea where they are in the process. I think mining in Africa it's a very good place to be for the mining company, and one of the things that we notice is that the governments and the people are, who live close by, they appreciate what the mine will bring to the country, and to the people. So what do I mean? Well, the most obvious thing would be taxes paid, royalties, various fees paid at a government, whether it's the national, regional, or local level. But also with taking it down one more level, the jobs that come out of a mine are good paying jobs, and they go a long time. You know, in Niger, Global Atomic is starting up its mine. Well, 100 kilometers up the road from us, there was another underground uranium mine, which just closed down after 50 years. And that's an awfully long time for people to have been, working there and to be able to build up the economy around that. So I think that we always feel very, we appreciate being appreciated. And we all work together as a team and try to make sure that we have the best outcome for the most people. I thought that the Moda 23 was very good. It's my first time here. I think as a company we have been at the Moda before. It's a great opportunity for the companies to hear from specialists in the field, the most current things that are happening. One suggestion I might have is that perhaps more countries should be represented at the show, and perhaps more mining companies. One of the neat things about the Moda setup is that you get to hear presentations from government, but also from the companies. So it's sort of the two sides of the same coin. And again, I think as we move forward here, we will all understand that we're all playing on the same team here, and it's better to understand each other better so that we can work more efficiently together.